Hey guys, I'm back. Today I'm gonna try drawing one of my characters, Augustina Knight. She's kind of cool, kind of a secret agent-esque character, but not quite. Secret agent's a little bit different. I mean, she's an agent, but because I talked about it the other day, how when I was kind of creating a lot of my characters for this back in the day. Well, it wasn't for this card game specifically. I was just making characters, making stories. I kind of wanted to do like a superhero, a secret agent, and like a magic character. And this is my secret agent character. Their name was Jay Knight originally, but over the years he was like this really cool secret agent. Has an awesome like glove that can interface with technology. It can like transport weapons to him, and can blast energy out of the hand. Kind of like an Iron Man repulsor deal, but it's just one glove. And he and eventually over the years I kind of realized he was kind of a Gary Stu in a way, too much based on myself, honestly. So I was like, you know what? Plus, most of my characters were dudes, anyways. And I was like, let's change it to a girl. And I really like the surname Knight, except I have it spelled Nite. So I was like, you know what? Let's go with August. August Knights. And Augustina was a good girl's name I came up with. I'm like, that sounds awesome. Well, I found rather when I was looking for names. I'm like, Augustina Knight, that works. And anyways, she's kind of a really awesome character. One of my favorites. Same basic deal. She has a really cool glove, and she has an older brother that basically, he went away to college, and they were really close. They were both into martial arts, things like that. And she's just chilling at home. Parents are out on a date night or something, and she gets a message from her brother saying, go into my room, go into my drawer, open it any way you can, kick it open, whatever. I don't care. Get the watch that's out of there and get out of the house. And she's like, what the hell? And she gets a call from her brother. She's like, do it. He's like, do it now. And hangs up the phone. And she's like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm gonna listen to him. Runs into her brother's room, grabs the watch out of his drawer, puts it on, just so she doesn't have to hold it, and runs out of the house. And when she runs out, she gets grabbed by something invisible and gets tossed to the ground. And this person appears, and it's like some ninja looking thing, but the eyes are like red, like reddish greenish, like kind of flashing in between. They look inhuman basically. And she's like, what the heck's going on here? And they are about to attack her. She kind of rolls up to her feet and gets into a fighting position. And when she clenches her fist, the watch kind of melts into like a liquid metal and envelops her arm from the elbow down to her fingertips, basically, and becomes this gauntlet. And she's like, what the heck is this? And she, like, okay, there's no time to wonder about this. I gotta, get out of here, defend myself. And she kind of tussles with the ninja guys a bit, but they're a little bit too fast, a little bit too skilled, and she gets tossed to the ground again. And when she does, this person kind of comes from the sky, or originally it was a portal when I first thought this up years ago, but I think now they're just gonna drop from a helicopter or a stealth jet or something, and it's they use. Originally, it was one of my other characters, but I think I'm gonna change it because it doesn't work story wise. But basically, she's saved by somebody, and she kind of passes out because she's just all of a sudden she has no energy and is just exhausted and passes out. And she wakes up in this kind of sterile, like, medical room, and she's like, what the heck's going on? There's like white walls everywhere, really bright, and she's in like a kind of a cement bed with a very thin mattress. So what the heck's going on? And door opens, guy walks in, kind of a scientist looking dude. He's like, hey, don't be scared. I know your brother, we're friends with him. We realize he gave you something, and that watch, and we it's stuck on you now. We can't get it off. It's locked. Like, we can't cut it, nothing. And she looks at her wrist and the watch is still there. She tries getting it off, but nothing. There's not even a clasp anymore. It's just a silver band with a little interface on it. She's like, what the heck is this? And they're like, your brother is, he works for us. He is a member of the Interdimensional Recovery Agency, and he's gotten in some trouble. He's gone missing, and you're the last person to have any form of contact with him. That message he sent to you, what did he say? And she's like, he just told me to get this watch and get out of the house. Like, what is going on here? And he's like, okay, what we're about to tell you, nobody really knows. Like, not even the governments of the world. They've ignored this. They think it's just weather phenomenons, but there's something happening to our world that people refuse to see. And that is that there are rifts opening up all around the world and closing, but when they open, they leave things behind, whether it be people, creatures, objects. And we are the ones that scoop these things up before anyone else can hurt themselves. We help those who have been dropped off, help them either live lives here, or we help them assimilate somehow, or to help them in any way we can, basically. And they and she's like, okay, and that all you do, like, it's a helping agency or something, like, what's going on here? And they're like, well, that's not exactly, she's like, is that what my brother did? He, like, helped you, like a missionary type deal, like just helping people need help? He's like, yes and no. Basically, your brother helped deal with the more dangerous of situations. And she's like, dangerous? Like, my brother, he can fight, but, like, really? And they're like, yes, he's one of our better agents. And she's like, okay, like, I kind of believe you, but at the same time, he's supposed to be at college? Like, what's going on here? And they're like, well, why don't you come with us? And they kind of do the whole cliche tour of the facilities. Like, here's the deal. We need to figure out how to get this thing off you, what this thing is. All we know is that he got it from this mysterious cult we've been monitoring, that he was sent to infiltrate. And his cover was blown as far as we can tell, and we haven't heard back from him since. We sent a group to where he was at, and there was nothing there. It was just an abandoned building. And she's like, oh, well, that's fantastic. Like, so he's gone missing. Like, we need to tell my parents, like, what's going on here? And they're like, we got your parents. We found them. They're at home safe. We told them you're at a friend's house or something. I've figured that part out. Honestly, I'm making up a little bit of this as I go. As I've said before, I have a general idea of a lot of my characters and their backstories, but not, like, details. I keep changing things over the years because I forget things, and I write some things down, but then some things get changed. But this is the basic idea. Basically, she joins these people so she can find her brother, and they're investigating the thing on her wrist, this technology, because they don't really understand. It doesn't really work like any technology they know. It's got some form of, like, energy to it, and the reason she passed out before was that it was actually feeding off of her calories, the energy her body makes to power itself. You know how we burn calories and things. It was burning those for her and taking the energy from her, and so that's why she, like, just completely passed out. She had no blood sugar, nothing. And so they did put her on some IVs, I guess. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? See, this is why I talk. I figure out my stories this way. I talk to myself and figure out my stories. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking up some poses right now while I'm talking for reference here, because I'm not the best artist in the world. I'm still figuring things out as it is. and I haven't really drawn for practice or anything in, well, years. But try to find a good pose to go off of here. See, I like that one, but so I'm just jabbering here. Anyways, I'm gonna have to learn to edit my videos better. There we go. We'll just do that. All right, here we go. That's gonna be a bit better. Okay, let's try this. I don't know how well this is gonna turn out, but we'll try. Anyways, that's the basic story for this character here. And yeah, she joins and she trains with them, learning more how to use her abilities. And she doesn't really get in on the action at first, like till like a month goes by. She told her parents she joined like a volunteer group kind of deal, helps people, which is, you know, halfway true. She does help people, and there we go. See, this is turning out all right. Yeah, not the best, but not the worst. All right, I'll do a light little deal there to signify where we got the eyes. All right. This ain't gonna be the best thing in the world, but anyways, yeah, she basically becomes a kind of an agent and helps fight these things that are coming through, and they start investigating that cult more, and they discover that they worship a being they call the Azure Angel that trying to get this part correct, sorry, the shape's just bugging me. There we go, that feels like it's a bit better. Anyways, a little tiny, dang it. Blast. Anyways, blah, that does not look great. Doo-doo-doo. Eventually they come in contact with this cult, and they discover their main soldier. His name is the something Seraph. Why can't I remember it right now? Steel. There we go. Steel Seraph. And yeah, it's pretty badass character. And he's like the main lieutenant, and he was the one who kidnapped her brother. And he's like, I killed him. I chucked him into one of the rifts when I discovered who he was, that he worked for you guys. He's gone. Like, even if he comes back, he won't be the same. The rift will affect him. And of course, Augustine is pissed at that and goes after him. And yeah, I won't say too much more, but yeah, it's that's the ideas anyways. Okay, why am I drawing hair? See, I'm just kind of jabbering, not really paying attention to what I'm drawing here. Trying to figure out what kind of hairstyle I wanted to have. I kind of was thinking kind of a punkish deal, you know? See a small nose there. That's kind of a, let's go, beak. Man, see, I am terrible at drawing people. I've tried to do it for years. Let's try. But I just never really got a handle on it. But, okay. That's why. Okay. Now I figured out what I'm doing wrong. Not angled enough. That's better. So you start looking from another direction and you can get a little bit more help. Also, helps actually be looking at the reference you're trying to copy, which I was not doing. There we go. That's looking a bit better. All right, we're getting somewhere here. Okay. I'm just kind of babbling away. This is really just drawing practice for me, because I don't know if I'm actually going to turn this into anything. We'll have to see on that. But, See, when I was a kid, the thing I used to copy was Sonic the Hedgehog comics. That's what I got my practice on. So not exactly the most realistic of body proportions, because I used to copy the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. I mean, I draw like manga style bodies too, but they were never very good. But I've learned to do references a bit better in my older years. That looks off. 1 second. Shoulder, I think, is too high. Let's try coming a little bit lower here. But yeah, maybe I'll put some like royalty-free music over a lot of this, just so I don't know if to see if because I'm doing most of this on my phone right now, because I tried hooking it up to my computer to record, because right now, I mean, I have a camera I could use, but I don't know how to really hook it up all that well, and I don't know where my battery charger is for it. It's been a few years since I've actually hooked it up, so try to come down here a bit more. It's not looking terrible, pose-wise. Let's come down here a bit. Okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever drawn. Do an ear right about here. How do we want to do the hair, though? I mean, I know I'm kind of getting into details here, but later I'm gonna go back through and like in GIMP and erase all the pencil lines and sketchiness, but for now, let's try getting some. Let's see if I can get the perspective on her eye correct, because that's probably gonna be a pain in the ass. Pardon my French. As I said, I've not. Oh wow, that is just. Let's see. Maybe if we come down here. Yeah, I'm just babbling away here. Sorry, guys, if anyone's actually watching this, which I kind of doubt, but you know. We're gonna go kind of a anime. You know what? I mean, I'll still do my anime style eye, but I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do. ahead of it, aren't I? It's not terrible, but see, I wanna give her kind of a long coat, maybe. See something with the collar here. I like coats, you know. I think coats are cool. It'll come off of here. There we go, it's looking better. Alright, now this is where it's going to be interesting. Because honestly, I haven't drawn the tech, I call it the tech glove, which is her little watch deal. It's, stands for Technology Enhancing Cybernetic Glove. Because it's, from what they've been able to tell, it can interface with technology and slightly enhance it. Not like super upgraded, like, you know, was it Generator Rex type deal, but it's more of getting into it and being able to control it, I guess, like interface with it and understand it. Ooh, hoo hoo. See, this is why I kind of talk while I do these things. It gives me ideas, because I kind of like brainstorm with myself here. And I just came up with a doozy of an idea, which I will not reveal now, but, yeah. Okay, see, one of these days I have to learn to properly draw hands, because this is not very good. But honestly, as I said before, this is just practice. And I'll probably go back and perfect this later. My goodness. I'm trying to draw a sketch of a sword there, but that is not very good, is it? Anyways, let's see. Alright. Don't know how good this is gonna turn out, because as I said, my hands are something awful, but you know, what I do is sketch it here, then I bring it into the computer, get rid of all the, and kind of trace over it in the computer. Alright. Maybe, let me try something. This could work. Okay. Nope. That's awful. Alright, okay, this is just gonna be a stinker in it. My goodness, I need to learn to draw hands better. Let me try something. annoying. My computer keeps like disconnecting from the internet. But yeah. So this is yeah. Let's try doing the eye real quick. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, that's the best I can zoom in. See, it's going okay, I guess. Let's see. Do a bit better on the nose. There we go. Ah. Trying to. Sorry, I was trying to think of what kind of eye I want to draw here, because I have a few different eyes in my drawing repertoire that I could go for, because I don't want to go super anime, but it looks like I'm leaning that way. No, that is awful. Okay. I said, it's been a while since I've practiced, like, with a purpose. That is terrible. I end up just putting her in sunglasses. My goodness. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see. Okay. Pulling up a reference here, because I draw a lot better when I'm drawing from reference. Which, you know, a while back I was studying, like trying to get back into art. And, one thing I saw, it's like always draw from reference. And, you know, I always tried to draw not from reference, because I thought, you know, reference was cheating. But then I kind of realized, man, it makes your life a lot easier. You don't have to copy verbatim, of course. But, it's hard to keep those images in your mind to copy off of, you know? So, let's try this. Okay. Wow, that is something, ain't it? Well, I mean, it's not terrible. As I said, this is kind of just a rough sketch. I don't know. Eye seems way too big for that. Yeah, this is messy as all get out. I'm using mechanical pencils. I am not an expert artist, y'all. I am just a guy who wants to... I want to make something, so I'm trying. You know what? Let's try that. I don't mind that. That's not... Okay, that's kind of wacky. Let's go somewhere in between. Wow, okay. You know what? Let's just do. This is why I'm going to ink over it and then bring it into the computer, because this is just rough. This is rough, guys. Guys and gals and all that jazz. Alright, I'm just blathering away here today. Alright, let's try this with a little bit of that. And maybe a little bit of that. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Put a little ear here. A little neck there. Bring the hair down a bit more. A little bit of a... Alright, you know what? I'm digging that. That's not the worst, but not the best, not the worst. I don't mind it. Alright, let's bring that back up, bring that. Shaking all the debris off of it. Yeah. Still need to finish up the hand though and do some details. Let's see, now. Looking up some references for hands, because I am just awful at drawing hands. Just darn awful. That's a bit better. I don't mind it. That's a little better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do the legs here. Call me Rob Liefeld because I am awful at drawing feet. No offense. And shoes. Because, dang. I love that they made that joke in Deadpool 2 where he's like, whoever thought of it probably was a guy who couldn't even draw feet. Like, amazing. Amazing joke. I mean, if you're a long-time comic reader or just a comic reader in general, especially old 90s Marvel, you'll know. You'll know the joke. There we go. Alright. I don't mind it. It's not the worst in the world. Let's make her jacket a little bit more out there. There we go. And have it go out here a bit more, give it a bit more dimension. There we go. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit in post, as they say. There we go. Except that looks like it's coming out of her stomach now, doesn't it? That doesn't work. Hold on. Let's try. That's better. I get this going. Let's give her a better nose. Just a little better. Or not. My goodness, I just am not doing great with the faces today, am I? That looks, yeah, maybe. I was thinking more of a punk haircut, but I kind of like drawing the long hair, I never really came up with I don't think I've ever actually drawn her, now that I think about it. Just kind of came out there in my mind. I went on Hero Forge a while back and made a made a design so I can kind of get a thing, but I've never actually drawn this character. So I'm kind of designing as I go here, to be honest with you. I mean, okay, the hair probably going to change eventually because long hair ain't great for fighting. Yeah, tie it up, and even that, you know, people can grab it. So she's probably going to get a haircut. I don't know if I want to do anything dramatic with the haircut, you know, like what was it? How they did Sakura and Naruto and probably a few other movies where, oh, she got a haircut. No, I think she'll just be like, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I'm just going to get it cut. Okay, maybe a little dramatic, like, you know, her resolve to go save her brother. You know, if I'm going to do this, I got to prepare myself. As I said, yeah. Okay, a little sketchy, but there we go. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. I dig it, you know. Not bad, not bad. Well, I'm glad you guys, you know, kind of a long video here I made, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the process here. I'm gonna try inking it here in a little bit, but yeah, there we go. Still gotta fix the sword. That looks just terrible, but yeah. There we go. Very nice. Alright, well, hope to see you guys next time.